This is Irontrader, and this is the last call of the day. So I'm going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at a seasonality chart on the Nasdaq and a weekly and a daily. Okay, at the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock market ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have the Nasdaq chart here, seasonality. Now, I posted this here many times. If you want to, you can just go to equityclock.com, click on any seasonality chart for whatever you're trading. But this is where we had the February. Now we're coming on into this March area, okay? Now, you see how we're getting this bottoming situation here. And then we just have yourself a really nice, good rally all the way on up here, okay? So you have to be a little bit patient here, but I think it's just going to be a matter of time. And I think that the tariff situation, everything is going to be behind us. I think they're going to get that all worked out, and I think we go forward, and I think we move up much, much higher. Okay, let's take a look here now at a Nasdaq, a daily and a weekly. Okay, here we have the old Nasdaq. Now, I've been always pointing out here this key 200-day simple moving average, 18,385.89. Okay, that's very, very key on a closing basis. Now, if we look here on the weekly chart here, this is your next level here. Okay, now we did go just a little bit lower, but you notice that it just, as long as it holds on a closing basis here by Friday, this is still, now we're back in off this trend line. See, I mean, it's not really a trend line, but it's a 50-day, but it sure does act like a trend line here. See how many times we hit it here nicely? Now, if we can hold that again, then we can rally up right towards that 19,283, and then we can look right even at 19,457 level here, okay? So just got to be a little bit patient here, but always put a weekly chart on there, and it gives you a little bit more of a broader kind of view. Now, as this would rally up here, you can see here, yesterday we had that high of 18,589. So far we had this high of 18,589 here. Okay, so right now you have to break through that, but then you're going to have a very strong resistance here coming into that 18,743 level. That is your 8 simple moving average. Now, if you can get above that, then we're going to come to the top of this candle, 18,861, and then we'll come to the top of this candle here, looking at 18,992 a level here. And then we're going to probably, if you can get above that, then we're going to shoot right for that 100-day. You're looking at 19,247.92. But the key is, what is the reaction going to be when it does hit this 8-day? Is it going to blast through, or is it going to be just like what we had in this candle and then come right on down? Okay, so just put these like a weekly side by side. Now you can use the Dow, the S&P, whatever you want to do. I just like the Nasdaq. I just think the Nasdaq is, going to go much, much higher than here over time situation. And it's a very, very good trade here. Like the TQQs, okay, you're up there over 3.5% there today. Everything is really rolling. Your Amazon, your Meta, your Microsoft, your Google, your Netflix, everything is rolling up here very nice here. So I really like trading the old Nasdaq, and I like trading the energy. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have the Bitcoin, okay, right there. And then we have that IBIT, and then we have the BITI on the short ski, okay? Right now here, you can see here, yesterday we put in that big bottoming tail. That told you have to get into the trade. And today we're back above this 8-day, which is very, very nice. Now you can see here, this is why you trade the charts. Look where this 100-day is, see? It went, did it go above higher? But you got to close above that. That's the key. Now again, if you can, then we'll be looking at today's high, 91,530, and then we're going to be looking for that 21-day at 93,297. If you can get above that, then we'll look to the top of this candle here, 95,705, and then we go right into that 96,878 level here. Now, if you're trading the IBIT, this is how I trade it. Very, very nice. You can see the charts are pretty much the same thing. You look at your RSI, you look at your MACD, it's pretty much the same chart, okay? Just a hell of a lot better price. Okay. But anyway, we're holding this 8-day. So what I'm looking for here next is going to be that 21-day at that 52.85 level. Okay. So if Bitcoin gets up here to that 93,300, then this will get up to that 52.85. And then we can go to that next level, 96,878. Then we'll come right up here to that 54.88 level. Okay. Very nice. Now, we really have to hold this 8-day on a closing basis here. Okay. But we really have to get above this key 100-day here on the actual Bitcoin, okay? That has to go up higher because this is just like not working here right now. This has to get, because we popped up above, but that gives you so much strength as far as the resistance level that you got to get, close above it before we can go to the next kind of a level situation here. So that's what we're watching here. But remember, if you're trading this here, just watch that 21 day on the upside. But if you put these charts side by side, you can see how similar they are, and it's very easy to trade them. Now, if you go and take a little short ski, which was working very, very nicely here. Now you can see here where we put this lower low situation here. Now this is looking to hold that 23.96 and that 23.15 level. So we're doing just the opposite. But we hit that 70 mark here. You can see that, and we're falling right off the cliff here. Now, just like we're on Bitcoin, we hit that 30 mark, and now we're rallying up here. 30 mark, and now we're rallying up here very, very nicely here. So this is what you just got to watch here. You got to be very, very, traded, I should say. It just watch that 100-day on a closing basis. Then we can just rally up to the next one and to the next one. And that's the same way here. We just follow the same way with the IBIT. But this here is nice because it's only like, 51 bucks. You can take a lot of money, a lot of trades, 5,000, 10,000 shares very, very easily, and then rally that up nicely. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil on your daily chart. Let me bigger up here a little bit. We'll take a look at that upside here first, okay? So what we're watching here on the downside is we're watching basically this candle right here, okay? So I've been pointing this out here forever, 65.27, okay? So what do we get for a low there today, okay? 65.22. You believe that shit? Okay, you're within 5 cents of that support level when it actually bounces. See, this is why you trade the charts. So don't let anybody tell you, oh, they're after looking. I told you about this level here when crude oil was up here. If it sells down, this is going to be your big target right here. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Now, again, if that is lost here, then there's the next big target we're looking for is going to be right here at that 63.64 level. Okay, that's going to be your next target if we lose today's low. Okay, so just always remember that. Look to the left of the chart. Everything you need to know is going to be right there. Now, say this gets some juice and starts rallying to the upside. You can see here the downtrending, but then we want to do is look at yesterday's low. You're looking at 66.77 level. We can come up to the bottom of this candle here, 66.89, and then we have that bottom there at 68.36 level. And then you're going to start running right into that 8-day, right there at that 68.97. Now you can see here on these charts here, let's see how all these simple moving averages are just an absolute waterfall. See how this 21-day rolling over, 8-day rolling over. Now, Saudi Arabia, they came out there. They said it looks like they're going to start adding oil to the mix here now, and that's not going to help oil for far as the price go. But again, just remember, when the T-man's in there, he does not want $70, $80, $90, $100 oil. I mean, I tell you this all the time. He wants that $50, $60 oil. And I still believe you're going to probably hit that 60 mark, if not go down to the 57 level here very, very over time here, okay? So basically here, there's nothing bullish about this chart at all, okay? We just have a series of lower lows and lower highs. Look at this, see, high, lower high, lower high, lower high. This is just absolute waterfall situation. But if you look at your RSI here, this is not oversold yet, okay? You have room to the downside, the same way with your MACD. There's still room to the downside here, okay? So again, if this keeps right on falling off the map, which I think it's going to, this is going to be your next target right there at that 63.64. I have the SCO going. That was a really good trade there today. I mean, I've had it on. I added more shares today. And I also scalped the UCO today while I'm holding it. So UCO got a real nice, got all the way down to 23.26. And then it rallied all the way up to 24.14. The reason being is because of this candle right here. Okay, that was the ticket. That's what I was looking for right there. And you came within 5 cents. It went a little bit below, and then it started rallying up. So that told me a nice good scalp, and boom, out of the long trade. So I'm out of that long trade now, and I'm still holding the old short. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Now you can see here where we are moving up here very, very nicely, okay? So we still have an inside day, okay? Your high and low is still the inside of previous day, but you're moving up here very nice. And now you're at 4.45, okay? So your next level here is going to be right there. It's going to be that 4.47, and then we got that retest of yesterday's high at that 4.55 level, okay? Now, if we break it, then we have to come up here to your weekly chart, okay? So then what you're looking for is look at the bottom of this candle here. 475 then is your next target if you close above 455. We get above that, you look to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at, what are we looking at there? see 490. Okay, and then what we'll do is we're going to come right up here. You're looking at that 536 level. Okay, now we can get a little bit more defined here if we come all the way here, but there's that 536. 535, 536 level, that's going to be strong because you hit it here. See how 1, 2, and then we come right across here. So that's going to be strong resistance if we get into that level there. But then we can follow it all the way up here. But you have some really nice big targets if it keeps running all the way up here to that 760 level. Okay, but again, one level at a time. We want to bust above that 455, and then 475 is your next target, and then 490, and then 5, and then 536. Okay. Very, very simple. Downside here, well, this is easy here. We're looking for this top of this candle here, looking at 4.44 level, okay? And then we have 4.39, then you have 4.36, 4.32, 4.30, and then we look to today's low, okay? You're looking at 4.22, and then right there at that 410, 8-day. But as long as that price is above that 8-day, okay, it's sideways to up. If it goes below that 8-day, it's sideways to down. But now you can see how we had this nice sell-off here. Looked like, oh, it's going to go all the way down. Well, not really, because this 21-day and 50-day held it very, very nicely. And, you know, we had a nice good rally in the last 2 days. Very, very nice. Now, UNG was a really good trade again today. Okay, you had a low of 22.67 and a high of 23.76, so you had over a point there. I got 70 cents out of it today, out of the UNG, so I'm very, very happy with that 70 cents there on natural gas. So that actually worked out very, very nicely. But again, just watch the top of this candle right here, that 455. If you can crack above it, then just watch 475, 490, and then 5, and then 536. That is going to be your next upside targets. Okay, that's what I got for everybody back here tomorrow morning. And we'll take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. And then we'll see if this rally can continue. This might be a bottoming process that we're putting in here this week. And then we can, you know, if you look at that Nasdaq chart, it might be a good time here to start getting long and rallying on up here. But I told you here this week here, when you have these sell-offs, make yourself a shopping list, okay? And then we can take this thing long and make some green. All right, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.